Jimmy.
Hey, Dixie.
Hey.
Long time no see. You know, I feel like we got to put all that water under the bridge, because I'm here tonight not to rehash any old problems, but I've been appointed by the people at Kayfabe Commentaries to ask a question of you that's been asked by various people in various ways. People inside the wrestling profession and outside. Whether it be fans, whether it be office staff, whether it be wrestlers, talent, rookies or veterans, hundreds, if not thousands of people have asked some variation of this same question, Dixie, but it boils down to basically 3 modes of questioning. I will give them to you now. And remember, I've been appointed to do this.
By himself.
Yeah, we twisted your arms.
Do you employ Vince Russo? Why have you entrusted the creative direction of your company to Vince Russo for so long? And why does Vince Russo have a job in the professional wrestling industry? Hundreds, if not thousands of people inside and outside the business want to know the answer. So, personal feelings aside, Dixie, I've been appointed on their behalf to ask that question. I'd like now to give you the floor to answer it. Take as much time as you wish, give as much detail as you want. But answer the question, Dixie, like your company depends on it, because, unfortunately, it does.
Thank you, Jim. So good to see you. I've missed
You've heard of Jim Cornette, right?
Once or twice, yeah. Vince Russo. He is, I tell you what makes somebody successful in wrestling is that you either love them or you hate them. And I think he's that kind of polarizing character. He is not somebody who, and that's really what you want from your best talent too. You want people to love him or you want them to hate him. And he is honestly incredibly talented when it comes to writing creative. He knows what he does not do. You know, the funny thing about Vince is that, you know, you guys I'm sure have heard some of those Fire Russo chants, you know, that we've had in arenas through the years. And I can tell you in every single instance he had nothing to do with what was going on in the ring. But there is that reputation, and I see people's faces there going, yeah, right. But you know what? You're not there. You're not sitting in creative, and you either believe me or you don't believe me. There are certain people in the rooms, and he was, you know, not running creative. But if something happened and it's a tuxedo in a such and such match, you know, it may have been Dutch Mantel's idea that, you know, he and Jim Cornette are good buddies. And you know, yet they would shout Fire Russo to the point where I had to tell the other members of creative, if there is a Fire Russo chant in my arena again, I will fire somebody else, especially if he didn't have anything to do with it. And I haven't heard one since then. I think it was literally one of those kind of checks where you had to say, you know, maybe some of the stuff we are doing is ridiculous, and maybe they got away with it a little bit because somebody else took the heat for it.